When an individual is convicted of a crime, they're entitled to an appeal. If they can't afford a lawyer, they're actually entitled to a court-appointed lawyer. Our clinic handles primarily appeals from criminal convictions. Most of our clients come to us through court appointment, and we represent those clients through the appellate process, which requires us to understand what the client's objectives are. We sift through the trial court record. We try to figure out what we can argue to the Court of Appeals that will potentially overturn the client's conviction if that's what the client is hoping to do. One of the big differences between appellate work and trial work is that when you take a case to trial, there are no facts. The facts are there to be discovered. The facts are there to be decided by the judge or the jury. But when you go up on appeal, the facts are set. You can't change them. Whatever folks testified to at the trial court level, whatever the exhibits were at the trial court level, those are frozen. So the process of handling appeals is very different from the process of handling trials. Our students come into our clinic with that frozen record. Their first task is to figure out, well, who's the client? What does the client want? How can I establish that trust relationship with the client? Then, in conjunction with the client, the students scour over the record, identify whatever they can that might support error on appeal, and then write the opening briefs in those cases and eventually deliver the oral arguments. The skills that the students derive from the clinic include the attorney-client relationship development skill, which is critical to every aspect of practicing law. They also get a very intensive writing experience because they write both the opening and the reply briefs in their cases, and a very intensive oral advocacy experience because they deliver the oral arguments before 3-judge panels in the appellate courts after the briefing is done. There is so much energy and passion that my students bring to that process. That's the reason I'm convinced that our success rate is extraordinary in the context of criminal appeals generally.